Good afternoon and welcome to Wilderspool for this annual New Year's Day encounter between Warrington and Wigan. The Warrington team's already on the pitch and here are today's teams. First the Warrington side, at number 1 Brian Johnson, number 2 Brian Carbett, number 3 Paul Cullen, number 4 Phil Blake, number 5 Rick Thackeray, number 6 Ken Kelly, number 7 Andy Gregory, number 8 Les Boyd, number 9 Tony Hodgson, number 10 Bob Jackson, 11 Kevin Tomati, number 12 Mark Roberts, number 13 Tommy Gittins. Substitutes for Warrington, Mark Foster and Mark Knight. The Wigan side, number 1 Steve Hampson, number 2 Sean Edwards, 3 David Stevenson, 4 Ellery Hanley, number 5 Henderson Gill, number 6 Steve Eller, number 7 Mike Ford, number 8 Greg Dowling, number 9 Nicky Kiss, 10 Sean Wayne, 11 Graham West, number 12 Andy Goodway, number 13 Ian Potter. Substitutes for Wigan are Phil Stott and Nick Letoit. Referee today is Mr Linda of Wakefield, his linesman Mr Golding and Mr Steele. As the Wigan team come onto the pitch, greeted by their supporters at the railway end. As usual, they brought down a fair few supporters to Wilderspool. This is the third meeting between the teams this season. Wigan winning 2 and Warrington winning 1. Wigan winning it in the Lancashire Cup final and the John Player, while Warrington won the Locker Cup. So the two captains about to toss the coin in the middle of the pitch, Graham West for Wigan and Ken Kelly for Warrington, joined by 2 young lads in the middle. And the teams will stay as they are. It'll be Wigan to kick off. Once again, a great atmosphere for this local derby, as Wigan will get the game underway. And it's David Stevenson who starts the match. It's Ken Kelly who takes it well. Ken Kelly goes straight. It's well tackled. This time it with Tony Hodgson acting halfback. Kevin Tamati. Well tackled there by Ian Potter. This time it's Les Boyd going through it. Good break by Les Boyd. Good run by Les Boyd, but not being allowed a free kick. Graham West and Nicky Kiss not allowing Les Boyd to get up in the tackle, so the first free kick of the match will go to Warrington, and it will be Brian Carbett to put this one to touch. Brian Carbett, right-footed, and takes play a few inches from the halfway line. Hodgson takes it. Gregory running around. Bob Jackson going through. Takes play into the Wigan half. This time it's Gregory. Tom Gittins coming up. Gittins makes good ground. Warrington on the attack. Paul Cullen acting halfback. To Gregory. Kelly. Gregory. Nice move inside to Les Boyd. Les Boyd takes it well, but referee Lindop gives that to be a forward pass. Les Boyd did well to take that pass, but referee Linda prefers it to be forward. Les Boyd and Graham West having a little tangle in that tackle. So the first scrum of the game, and it'll be Mike Ford to feed. And it's Wigan ball, Steve Eller. But Eller's well tackled by Tom Gittins and Mark Roberts. This time Sean Wayne tries to get the ball out to Sean Mental. He's well tackled though by Rick Thackeray, assisted by Jackson. Nicky Kiss acting halfback this time. Out to Ford. Going in this time is Greg Dowling, but he's well tackled. Tony Hodgson, Bob Jackson in the tackle. This time Nicky Kiss managed to get it out to Ford. This time Andy Goodway going forward, but he's well tackled this time. Loses the ball. Wigan recover, but it's a knock-on. Andy Goodway knocking on in the tackle. So halfway, between the halfway and 25, scrum down. This time Andy Gregory to feed. And it's Warrington ball. Keller. Cullen. Run around to Kelly. Kelly finds a break. Kelly goes for it. Well tackled goal by Henry Hanley. Good break though by the wire. This time it's Rick Thackeray. Thackeray goes straight. It was well tackled by Steve Eller. This time it's Gregory. Gregory goes for a break. Goes beats one man. Gregory's going through. Great break by the Gregory. Goes inside. Still going for well tackled by Steve Hampton. Warrington now. About 10 yards from the try line. Plays it well. Rick Thackeray though. Doesn't take the ball well. Warrington on the attack. Andy Gregory in half back this time. Says out to Gittins. To Boyd. Boyd inside to Mark Roberts. Roberts storming through, but well tackled again by Steve Hampton. Warrington now on the attack. This time it's Kelly out to Boyd. Boyd inside. Is it try? Is it no? Got on the line still. He was held on the line there, Tom Gittins, by Steve Hampton, and now they're fighting out in front of the posts. Action, and somebody's dropped the ball. Somebody's laid out and there's fighting there. Tommy Gittins in there as well. And fighting as early as the 5th minute here. There's Boyd in there. So both teams are just calling over. Looks like Greg Dowling. Action in these early minutes. Also calling over Paul Cullen. And this really match boiling over as early as the 5th minute. Referee lecturing 3 players. West, Dowling there, Cullen. Referee Lindop saying to calm down next time, they'll be off the field. Greg Dowling being lectured too. Now calls over Les Boyd. Talking to both players, and the referee Lindop's decision is a scrum down. So a scrum down in front of the posts. Important scrum this, and it'll be Andy Gregory to feed. Gregory feeds, Warrington ball. Gregory takes it, but Lindop not happy with the scrum. Once again, Gregory to feed. And this time it's Wigan ball. Mike Ford. Henderson Gill takes this one. But he's well tackled by Mark Roberts. Then Les Boyd. Wigan then, this time it's Potter. But once again, 3 Warrington players in the tackle. Nicky Kiss, well tackled over by Andy Gregory. Assisted by Tony Hodson. Wigan then out to Ella. Ella with the kick forward. Johnson takes it well. Well taken there by Brian Johnson. Johnson scores. But he's well tackled by Andy Goodway. Warrington then. Thackeray. But David Stevenson and Andy Goodway once again in a tackle. Ken Kelly acting halfback. This time it's Gittins. Once again it'll be Ken Kelly acting halfback. Goes himself. This time misses his out. Gives it to Tamati. Tamati's tackled well. Warrington not making much ground at the moment. This time it's Tony Hodson. Les Boyd. Les Boyd going forward. Gets the ball out to Johnson. Out to Kelly. Kelly going forward to Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts with the break. Mark Roberts still going. Great run by Mark Roberts for a second row forward. Well tackled by Hampton. That's 5 tackles. 6 tackles this time. This time it's Andy Gregory. Andy Gregory with the kick ahead. Out in awkwardly, and that will go dead. And that'll be a tap on the 25, but it's Warrington at the moment making all the moves and the breaks. So Wigan on the tap from the 25. Nicky Kiss will take it. Sean Wayne. Well tackled though by Tony Hodson and Bob Jackson. This time it's Greg Dowling, but offside. So it'll be David Stevenson to put this one into touch for Wigan. Right footed. And takes play just inside the Warrington half. Kiss will take it. Forward. Dowling. Dowling's well tackled. Les Boyd. This time it's Ella. Inside to Graham West. West well tackled. Graham West. Referee Lindop stops the clock. As Graham West lies on the floor. Much to the disgust of the Warrington fans. Having treatment at the moment. So this time it's Nicky Kiss to Ford. Ella with the kick for touch. And Ella's a good kick. And Sean Edwards is after it, but the kick goes nicely into touch for Wigan. Takes play yards from the Warrington line. So once again another important scrum. This time it'll be Andy Gregory to feed. So Gregory feeds and moves Wigan ball forward. Forwards into Edwards. And Edwards is in the corner. First try of the match to Sean Edwards. And Wigan open the scoring in the 10th minute. Sean Edwards the scorer. Nicely made by scrum half Michael Ford. So Sean Edwards scores the first try of the match. Nicely made by scrum half Michael Ford. So David Stevenson. Good attempt. On this touchline to the right of the posts as we look. From our position high up in the main stand. Stevenson taking his time with this kick. Right-footed. But he just puts it to the right of the post. So score remains Wigan 4, Warrington 0. So it'll be Warrington to restart. Andy Gregory to restart the match. The kick's deep. Well taken though by Steve Hampson. Hampson goes forward. Nearly to the 25-yard line. This time it's Kiss. He's well tackled Bob Jackson. This time it'll be Ian Potter. This time it's Goodway, juggles with the ball. Looking to take it as far as Wigan were concerned. This time it's back to Ella, once more with the kick ahead, charged down by Bob Jackson. But the ball regained by Steve Hampson of Wigan. Crosses the 25 and that's 6 more tackles for Wigan. Played out with Ella to Graham West. West out to Stevenson to Sean Edwards. Tackled though by Andy Gregory and Mark Roberts. This time it's Sean Wayne. Wayne tackled well by Tony Hodgson. He loses the ball and offside against Bob Jackson. So once again a free kick to Wigan to relieve pressure as far as they're concerned, put them into the Warrington half. Once Gave in a kick to take this one. To Ford, to Dowling. Well tackled over by Les Boyd, assisted by Jackson and Gittins. Gain, this time it's Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne, head down, well tackled again by Boyd. This time it's Ford, out to Potter. Potter goes straight. It was well tackled. Nicky Kiss acting half-back once more. Sends it right with Ford. Ford long pass out to Goodway, but Goodway can't take it. And that is a knock-on. So the referee's allowing play to go in his in row. Signals the knock-on. So that'll be a scrum down. About 10 yards inside the Warrington half. Once again, Andy Gregory to feed from the Lusher centre side of the ground. And this time it's Warrington ball out to Kelly. Kelly to Phil Blake. Phil Blake dredges one tackle. He's well tackled. This time Ken Kelly acting half-back. Goes straight himself. But Greg Dowling in the tackle well. Phil Blake acting half-back this time to Gregory. Out to Les Boyd. Storming through, but Mark Robertson Johnson can't take it. And that will be a knock-on. And another scrum down. And there's an injury now to Les Boyd. As once again, referee Lindop stops the clock. Quarter of the game gone. The score, Wigan 4, Warrington 0. Trial by Sean Edwards in the 10th minute. As Warrington trainer Gordon Pinkney assist to Les Boyd. And looks to be limping badly. This having Michael Ford to feed for Wigan. And it's Warrington ball. Andy Gregory goes blindside, cuts inside, but Potter tackles him well. Phil Blake acting half at this time to Rick Thackeray. Thackeray going forward, goes across field. And referee says that Wigan were offside, so Warrington with a free kick and a chance to put play deep inside the Wigan half. Brian Carbett once more, right-footed. Good kick, puts Warrington on the attack once more. A few yards outside the 25, Kelly tap to Gregory. And Gregory drops the ball, well taken by Greg Dowling. This time it's Ford to Ella. Wigan swinging it out once more. Andy Goodway on his one side, still going. Throws the ball back. Steve Hampson makes it to the halfway line this time for Wigan. And a free kick to Wigan against Tommy Gittins. Place with need in the tackle. Once more, another free kick for Wigan. David Stevenson once again played well inside the Warrington half. This time it's Michael Ford inside to Sean Wayne. Takes play into the Warrington 25. This time it's Ford sending it right with Ella. Hanley inside to Goodway, and Goodway kicks it into touch. But referee Lindop judged that it was a knock-on. So once again another scrum down just outside the Warrington 25. Once again it'll be Andy Gregory to feed. As the packs meet once more, and that is a free kick to Warrington. And talking against, I think the kick is there, another extra 10 yards for Warrington. And that gives Brian Carver a chance to make more yards for the wire. Once again, right-footed. And a good kick. Sets Warrington up on the attack once more. Kelly to tap to Gregory. Dummy out to Kevin Tamati. Tamati going forward. This time it's Hodson. Hodson slips. Tamati once more acting half-back. To Gregory, to Kelly, back to Gregory. Into Les Boyd. Les Boyd still going. Takes 2 men to bring him down. This time it's Gregory to Bob Jackson. Bob Jackson. Bob Jackson well tackled by 3 Wigan players. This time it's Andy Gregory. Out to Kelly. Kelly still going. But once again, 2 Wigan players in the tackle. That's the 5 tackles Warrington. This is a 6-1. Back to Gregory. Gregory with the kick ahead. Steve Hampson's underneath it and takes it well. Steve Hampson still going. Out to David Stevenson. Stevenson gets away from Phil Blake. Well tackle though in the end by Thackeray and Bob Jackson, Wigan. This time it's Andy Goodway. Sean Edwards this time acting half-back. Sends it left to Mike Ford. Ford long pass out to Dowling. Inside to Sean Wayne, but a good tackle. But the referee indicates a forward pass. So yet again we have another scrum on the Wigan 25. It's again to be Andy Gregory to feed. And a free kick taken quickly. This time it's Kelly. Kelly out to Johnson. But Johnson's well tackled by David Stevenson. Phil Blake this time goes himself, shoves off 1 man, sends it out to Jackson. Jackson cuts inside and loses the ball. And well taken. And once again Warrington lose the ball, give Wigan possession. This time it's Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne, good tackle though by Tony Hodson. This time it's Ford, long pass out to Ella. Ella to Hanley, Hanley to Gill. But there's players waiting there for Gill. 3 of them and they bring him down. Ellery Hanley acting half-back. Goes himself, spots a gap, but he's well tackled. Wigan back to Ella. Ella with the kick ahead. Thackeray has it and takes it well. Slips as he takes it. Goes across field, but he's well taken by Steve Ella. And this time Rick Thackeray looks injured. And this ground, and there's a substitution for Warrington, Les Boyd. There's been a substitution, a leg injury. Les Boyd limps off, and he's replaced by Mark Knight. And that is a blow, perhaps, for Warrington. Substituted Les Boyd. And A-teamer Mark Knight makes his appearance for the first team, and he's busting right at the deep end against Wigan. So Rick Thackeray still receiving attention in the middle of the field. This time it'll be Andy Gregory acting half-back. Tony Hodson goes forward. And Rick Thackeray is injured there as this time it's Gittins. Inside to Kelly. Kelly finds a break. Kelly's away, beats 1 man. Kelly's still going. He's got Johnson going with him. And his pass is taken by Ella. I think the call from Johnson must have been heard, and Ella was back retrieving for Wigan. Warrington once again unlucky. Nicky Kiss goes blindside. Well taken though, this time by Phil Blake. Sean Edwards to Ford. Wigan swinging it out once more with Hanley. And well taken by Mark Knight. Take Wigan back this time. It's Michael Ford with the kick ahead. It looks a good one. And it takes play deep once again into Warrington half, and Warrington's suffering with injuries at the moment. Les Boyd limping off a few minutes ago, and now Rick Thackeray limping off, being replaced by Mark Foster. And these conditions not helping play at the moment as we have a scrum. And it's a free kick to Wigan. Steve Hampson comes over and just puts that one into touch, putting Wigan now on the attack, well inside the Warrington 25. Run around move and offside against Warrington. And he's going right across the field to penalise Warrington for being offside. And Davy Stevenson will go for goal. So Davy Stevens' second attempt at the afternoon. So Davy Stevenson with a chance to take Wigan's lead to 6 points. A kick just to the right of the post. About 23 yards out. Once again, Davy Stevenson has had a chance to add 2 more points to the Wigan score. Kicks it, and again he puts it to the right of the post. So 2 misses at the moment, Davy Stevenson, but Warrington will have to drop out. Andy Gregory will drop out from the 25. Kicks it deep, Steve Hampson takes it well. Comes forward across field, well taken though by Mark Knight. This time it's Ian Potter. And Potter drops the ball, and it's retrieved by Mark Knight for Warrington. Tony Hodgson, and offside against Nicky Kiss. And once again, friction there as Nicky Kiss went through on the tackle with Tony Hodgson. And gives Warrington the free kick. Brian Carbett once again with the kick for touch takes play into the Wigan half. Once again it with King Kelly to take this, another move perhaps. Hodgson to Gregory, back to Kelly, into Mark Knight, goes forward but it's well tackled by Ian Potter. This time it's Kelly, out to Gregory, to Gittins running forward. A hard tackle there from Andy Goodway. This time it's Hodgson to Gregory. Gregory finds a gap, just can't make it. Graham West grabbing him by the shorts. Warrington then Hodgson to Tom Gittins. Gittins with the kick. Poor one. And it's a knock-on by Steve Hampson. Ball bounced off with Lizzie about to take its hand. He knocks on. So, scrum down deep inside the Wigan 25. That'll be Warrington to feed with Andy Gregory. Still the score remains Wigan 4, Warrington 0. That Sean Edwards trying separating the 2 teams, and that's a free kick to Warrington. That's a chance now. Just want to come on the attack. Gregory takes it quickly. Out to Kelly. And a free kick to Warrington this time. Offside against Delroy Hanley. Hanley a long way offside there. And Warrington. The free kick and Brian Carbett being called across. And a chance to open Warrington's account for the afternoon. As Carbett has a free kick to the right of the posts. Being called back into the side. It's in the last few matches. As the floodlights come on, Brian Carbett has the chance to bring the deficit back to 2 points. Right-footed. And he slots it through nicely. So Warrington open their account. It's Warrington 2, Wigan 4. So Wigan to restart once more. And don't wait until these touch judges are in position. With Steve Hampson to restart the game. Nearly half hour gone of the match. Ken Kelly will take this inside his own try area. Clears his lines well. Still going. Finally tackled by Steve Eller, his opposite number. Warrington then, Mark Knight. Warrington appealing there for offside against Wigan. This time it's Hodgson, blindside, pushes one man off, but there's 3 Wigan tacklers. This time it's Gregory to Bob Jackson going forward. But a crunching tackle there from Potter with the assistance of Sean Wayne. This time it's Phil Blake with a beast of speed. Phil Blake still going. He's got men with him. A long pass out to Mark Foster, but Foster can't hold it. Blake kicks it, and a free kick to Wigan. Offside. Warrington half. Nicky Kiss will take it to Ford. Dowling comes on it. Once again, 3 Warrington tacklers meet Dowling as Wigan on the attack. This time it's Ella. Out to Andy Goodway. Andy Gregory. And this time the touch judge is on. But referee Lindop had already seen the infringement. Kick against Andy Gregory for a fist in the tackle. Gives Wigan another free kick. And some deliberation between them to see what they're going to do, and David Stevenson decides to put it into touch. Takes Wigan inside the Warrington 25. And this time we've got 2 balls on the pitch, so the play will have to be taken again. Nicky Kiss takes it. This time it's to Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne goes forward, well tackled though by Andy Gregory and Phil Blake. And this time Nicky Kiss slips as he was about to pass it. Looking once more on the attack. This time it's Andy Goodway driving in. Well tackled over by Kevin Tamati. Wigan though still pressing forward. Ford out to Ella. Ella out to Ellery Hanley. Hanley going forward. Shrugs off one tackle, but well tackled though by Brian Carvett and puts him into touch. Good tackle by Brian Carvett there on Ellery Hanley. And we have a scrum down halfway inside the Warrington 25. About 10 minutes left in the first half. Warrington 2, Wigan 4. And once again, referee Lindop not happy with that scrum. As Andy Gregory to feed, and it's Warrington ball, goes blindside, Gregory goes through a break over the 25, inside to Brian Johnson. And this time it's Gregory and Ella having a little bit of a disturbance. This time it's Kelly going forward. But nobody backing him up this time. This time it'll be Andy Gregory acting half-back. Dummies, goes breaks, Andy Gregory still going. Sends it out to Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly goes left, this time it's Tamati. Tamati going forward inside to Phil Blake. But there's 3 players there on Phil Blake. Warrington trying to move the ball out this time. This time it's Tamati. Tamati going forward into the Wigan half. And Sean Way going in hard on Mark Roberts, who didn't even have the ball. So Warrington with the free kick. Brian Carvett once more being called across. He'll put this once more into touch. And it's a good kick. And now Warrington on the attack. Just inside the Wigan 25. Run around move once more. It's taken by Bob Jackson going forward. Takes play inside the Wigan 25. It takes 3 Wigan players to take him down. Warrington now with Andy Gregory. Out to Ken Kelly. Inside to Mark Knight. But Mark Knight well tackled by Graham West. Hodgson acting half-back this time. Once again sends it right to Gregory. This time it's Tommy Gittins looking for the gap, but there's no backing up on his left-hand side. Once again, Ken Kelly. Gregory dummies. Gets the ball out to Paul Cullen, but Cullen slips. And is well tackled by David Stevenson. Warrington lose ground as Tony Hodgson takes this one to Phil Blake. Phil Blake with the kick ahead. And Wigan ball. The Hicker head charge down, pounced upon by a Wigan player. And this time, it's a free kick to Wigan once more. Steve Hampson being called across once more to put this one into touch, right-footed. And that's a good kick by Steve Hampson. Takes play onto the halfway line. Nicky Kiss. Maybe Sean Wayne coming in this time. Well tackled by Tony Hodgson. Falls into the arms of Andy Gregory. Nicky Kiss once more acting half-back. Sends it left with Michael Ford. Dowling. Dubious decision that was a little bit forward, but Lindop lets it go. This time it'll be Nicky Kiss who takes it. Goes forward. Makes good ground. Well taken low by Tony Hodgson and Andy Gregory. But Wigan on the attack now. Michael Ford acting half-back. But Nicky Kiss takes it to himself. Over the 25. This time it's Greg Dowling, but he's well tackled over by Phil Blake. And this time another free kick for Wigan. And the offender this time, Phil Blake. And a lot of frustration from the Warrington supporters. Gives Wigan yet another free kick. And Dave Stevenson this time will take his third attempt at goal. So David Stevenson, a chance to take the margin once more to 4 points. Scored at the moment, Warrington 2, Wigan 4. Warrington's points coming from a Brian Carvett goal. Wigan with a try from Sean Edwards as David Stevenson trying to add to that Sean Edwards try. 27 yards out to the right of the posts. He's missed 2 from similar positions. Comes up, taking his time, his kick this time is pulled right in. Good kick by David Stevenson, just crept in the post and takes the score to Warrington 2, Wigan 6. As Warrington will restart once more with Andy Gregory. Gregory once again, deep kick, well taken, Steve Hampson with the kick ahead, but is well taken by Tom Gittins. This time it's Ian Potter. Ian Potter gets over the 25 before he's tackled. This time it's Andy Goodway, shrugs one man off, still going, as the players now becoming covered in mud. It's swung out left with Steve Ella. Ella inside to Greg Dowling. Dowling going forward, but he's well tackled by Mark Roberts with the help of Phil Blake. This time it's Nicky Kiss, sends it left to Michael Ford to Ella. Ella comes back right before he's well tackled. That's 5 tackles, 6 tackles this time for Wigan. This time it'll be played back to Michael Ford. Ford with the kick ahead. Hanley's coming up, but Brian Carvett has it well covered, and Brian Carvett cuts in one side, shrugs off Ellery Hanley, but just slips as he tries to get round him. Takes play though inside the Wigan half. This time it's Ken Kelly, but Kelly slips as he receives the ball. And the Wigan defence are quick to seize on him. Tony Hodgson once more acting half back to Gregory, out to Mark Roberts. Roberts makes it into the Wigan half, good run by Mark Roberts. This time it's Brian Johnson acting half back. Sends it to Andy Gregory. This time it's Gittins inside to Tony Hodgson. Tony Hodgson on the well tackled though by Ella. Assisted by Nicky Kiss. This time it's Johnson once more. Out to Gregory. Gregory inside pass to Gittins. That's 5 tackles, 6 tackles this time for Warrington. Gregory once more acting half-back. Sends it to Phil Blake. Phil Blake though shrugs off one man. Kick ahead. This will be fielded though by Henderson Gill. And Gill takes it. Shrugs off one man over 25 and Gill striking away. Well tackled though by Gregory, but it's out to Greg Dowling. Dowling out to Michael Ford, but he's well tackled. But a great tackle by Andy Gregory on Henderson Gill. Perhaps saving a certain try there as Wigan sending it out round with Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne makes ground, shrugs off one tackle. Wigan now on the attack. We come into the closing stages of the first half. Wigan sending it left with Ella. Ella long pass out to Henderson Gill. Henderson Gill, good tackle though by Brian Carver, and so what's another touch. What a great tackle by Andy Gregory as Henderson Gill was away. He beat about 5 men, went over the halfway line, and Andy Gregory came across and tackled him well. Got the ball out though, did Gill. As we have another scrum. Halfway, between the halfway and 25. Once again, Andy Gregory to feed. And once again, Warrington ball, Ken Keller. But Ella has him, but gets away from him. And Keller has to be helped by Ian Potter. This time it's Gregory. This time it's Jackson going forward. Good run by Jackson. Warrington can they get a score on the board just before half time. Minutes going very quickly. Gregory out to Gittins, inside pass to Ken Kelly, but men on him as he received that ball. Graham West and Michael Ford. Once again, Tony Hodgson will take this one at active half-back. Sends it left to Gregory. Gregory inside to Gittins. Gittins makes it into the Wigan half. To tap with Paul Cullen. To Gregory. Gregory with the kick ahead. Looks like a good kick, but just too far. And the ball back. So scrum down with Michael Ford to feed, and it's a Wigan ball. Sends it out to Ella. Ella to David Stevenson. Stevenson though well tackled by Phil Blake and Paul Cullen, and drags him back well. And this time he's calling over Phil Blake. Phil Blake being called over for an infringement on the tackle. And Phil Blake going into the referee's book. So once again, Wigan find themselves with another free kick. Parmaker were in injury time in the first half. Important time now for Warrington not to concede any points. They conceded them in the John Player Cup match. Just at half time, they can't afford to do it again. As Wigan now send it left, inside to Sean Wayne, goes into the Warrington 25. As Warrington under pressure, and that was an obvious forward pass, and most of the delight of the Warrington fans, the Linda signals it was a forward pass. So have a scrum down. Bitterly cold day as Andy Gregory wants more to feed. And once again it's a Wigan ball, but referee adjudged free kick as Andy Gregory takes it quickly, goes forward. Makes it to the halfway line, great run, still going by Andy Gregory, good run. Took 2 men with him. Warrington now on the attack with Kelly. This time it's to Gittins, out to Tony Hodgson. Hodgson charging through, knocks 1 man off. This time it's Tamati, out to Tommy Gittins. Gittins shoves off 1 man, still going. Looking for support, still going to Paul Cullen. But the referee is looking for his off forward pass. And that will be another scrum down. And that will be another scrum down with Michael Ford to feed. He feeds, and it's a Wigan ball. Once again, blindside into Ella Hanley. Hanley's got the break. Hanley going, great tackle by Phil Blake. But Hanley's still going. Well tackled this time though by Andy Gregory, and they push him back. But great tackle there by Phil Blake, tipping the heels of Ella Hanley as he was right through. But Wigan now with Ford. Out to Greg Dowling. Sends him out a good way, but a good tackle by Tony Hodgson. This time it's Henderson Gill. Gill, well, he's well tackled. Much to the delight, and there in fact goes the hooter for half time. A very hard, tough match. Warrington have had to make 2 substitutions due to injury. The half-time score, Warrington 2, Wigan 6. Warrington coming from a Brian Carbett goal. Wigan a try from Sean Edwards, a David Stevenson penalty. So at half-time the score, Warrington 2, Wigan 6. So So the teams are paired for the second half. The score at half-time, Warrington 2, Wigan 6. A Brian Cabot goal, the Warrington points, well, a try from Sean Edwards and a goal from David Stevenson are the Wigan points. Warrington already having to make 2 substitutions due to the injuries of Les Boyd and Rick Thackeray. So it'll be Andy Gregory to restart the match. As it gets dark as Gregory kicks deep. It was Steve Hampson who fields it. Hampson comes forward, but it's well tackled. Mark Knight in the tackle, substitutes for Warrington. And a free kick. Steve Hampson had alleged there not to have played the ball properly, so an early chance here for Warrington. Steve Hampson not playing the ball properly, just throwing it through his legs, so Brian Cabot. And here we'll go for goal, and an early chance here for Warrington to pull the deficit back to 2 points. Straight in front of the post, on just inside the 25. Should be a relatively easy kick. So the opening seconds, a chance for Warrington to pull 2 points back. Once again, right-footed. And the ball falls. Lindop decides not to stop the clock. So Cabot measures out his run up once more. And right-footed. And it's straight between the posts, so Warrington pull it back in the opening seconds of the second half. Brian Cabot kicks his second goal of the afternoon, and that makes the score Warrington 4, Wigan 6. So Wigan with Steve Hampson, who just gave away that silly penalty to restart. Kicks deep. And Andy Gregory fields well. Comes forward, pushes off one man. Good run, takes Nicky Kiss and Graham West to take him down. This time it's Tony Hodgson, who's at acting halfback. Sends it to Kemin Tamati, but Tamati finds no way through. Greg Dowling and Sean Wayne. This time Tony Hodgson goes blindside, but finds no way through and doesn't make much yardage. Once again, Kevin Tamati acting halfback to Gregory. Gregory with the kick ahead. Hampson with it. Stops it with his boot. Picks it up. And just can't shrug off the tackle of Jackson and Mark Knight as Wiggins sending it out right now. Andy Goodway. Good tackle though by Ken Kelly. Wigan then. This time it's Sean Wayne going through. This game Wigan sending it left. Long pass out. Ian Potter, but a good tackle. Once again sending it left Wigan. Greg Dowling. Good tackle though by Mark Knight. Having a good game since he come on. So 6 tackle now for Wigan. Played back to Michael Ford. Michael Ford with the kick ahead. Johnson's underneath it. Bounces loose. And it's picked up by Wigan and Hanley. Hanley's going forward. Hanley's still going. Well taken though by Andy Gregory. And that's 6 more tackles, says referee Lindop. But once again, Andy Gregory doing a saving job in defence. But Wigan now with 6 more tackles. Ella with the pass out. Warrington under pressure now. Woodway comes back, but he's well tackled. Warrington now under immense pressure as Ella out to Michael Ford. Michael Ford with the pass out to David Stevenson. Stevenson cuts back inside, still going to Ella. Ella juggles. Wigan, Steve Ella going forward, gets the pass out. Still Stevenson, but good tackling again by Warrington as Wigan send this ball out. There's Wigan once again sending it left. This time it's Hanley on the burst. Great tackle though. Once again gets the ball out. Once again Wigan pick it up with Graham West. This time it's Michael Ford going forward. Inside, back inside to Henderson Gill. But well tackled though by Paul Cullen. Well tackled though by Paul Cullen as Wigan once more on the attack. This time it'll be Ella Hanley, sends it right to Ella. Ella with the kick. Johnson's underneath this one and takes it well. Well taken there by Johnson. Under pressure, underneath his own sticks, but took it well. But Warrington surviving that Wigan pressure thanks to a Gregory saving tackle on Hilary Hanley and some brave tackling as Tamati clears the lines for Warrington and loses the ball. And a knock on and a let off there for Warrington as Kevin Tamati lost that ball. Wigan not quick enough to pounce on it, but Wigan now with the foot in with Michael Ford. And it's a Wigan ball out to Ian Potter. Potter going forward. And Warrington now under pressure as Wigan come forward. Couple of yards from the Warrington line. It goes left once more with Ford. Ella is wide open. But a good tackle once more this time. This time it was Johnson who takes it. Well, this time it's Hanley. And there's a wide open gap. Stevenson. And Henderson goes in. Wide open there for Wigan. There was no cover, there was only Brian Carbett and he had 4 Wigan players to contend with and really didn't stand much chance. The pass was long and it was Henderson Gill who went over in the corner. But really that try had to come as Warrington was trying to sustain the Wigan pressure, but finally the defence had to crack. And it was once again in the corner, and once again it was Henderson Gill who went in. So Wigan stretched the lead to 10 points to 4. So Davy Stevenson to try and convert the Henderson Gill try. They're successful with 1 kick so far. Once again right-footed, but his kick is to the left of the posts. So the score, Wigan 10, Warrington 4. So Warrington to restart, trying to go behind. Once again, on kick, and once again it'll be Steve Hampson. Gives it to Henderson Gill. Henderson Gill though well tackled by Kevin Tamati and Tony Hodson. This time it'll be Ian Potter, but once again there's 3 Warrington players in that tackle. This time it's Nicky Kiss. Breaks 1 tackle, but there's Tony Hodson. Kevin Tamati to bring him down. And this time a free kick, Nicky Kiss stamping in that tackle. Surely that was a much worse offence than the Phil Blake offence which got a booking for. If you remember in that Lancashire Cup final, Andy Gregory got sent off for just the same thing and he didn't do anything. But that's the way it goes. What a chance for Brian Carbett. So Brian Carbett to try and kick his 3rd goal of the afternoon. Wigan giving away penalties. Can Warrington take advantage of them? Once again, Brian Carbett in front of the post, similar position. Can he pull the margin once again back to 4 points? And once again the ball falls down. Once again Lindop declines from stopping the clock. Brian Carbett replaces and lines up his run up once more. And straight between the posts, 3rd kick for Brian Carbett. Warrington 6, Wigan 10. And still this is anybody's game with 10 minutes gone in the second half. So Wigan restart, Steve Hampson. High kick into the Warrington 25, well taken by Brian Johnson. But Johnson is well tackled by Ian Potter. Ken Kelly. Kelly goes over the halfway, shrugs off one man. But there's two Wigan forwards in the tackle. Tony Hodson goes blindside and loses the ball. Mark Foster recovers, and that'll be a clean slate. 6 more tackles for Warrington. And Tony Hodson once more going blindside, but there's no way through. This time it's Jackson. Jackson makes a couple of yards. As Warrington, this time it's Gregory. Gregory with the kick ahead. Steve Hampson takes it. Comes forward. Dummies. And Brian Carbett. Good tackle there once more by Brian Carbett. Steve Hampson had Henderson Gill. Surely it was the obvious pass to give it to Gill, but Carbett just had the matching of Hampson and put him into touch with the assistance of Paul Cohen. Scrum down just inside the Warrington half. Andy Gregory this time will feed. Once again from the leisure centre side, and it's Wigan ball to Potter. Potter, but Keller's in there. Then knocks on the floor, and he's calling. And this time he's calling over Tommy Gittins. And he's given a free kick to Wigan. He's not given any signal at the moment what that decision was for. And it was alleged to have pushed. Don't know if it was the referee or the player that was alleged to have pushed, but it puts Wigan on the attack. Nicky Kiss to Sean Wayne, makes ground into the Warrington 25. Nicky Kiss once again acting half-back, goes right, goes forward, takes 3 men to bring him down and takes play near them Warrington posts. Once again Warrington being forced to defend. Played inside to Dowling. Dowling gets the play out to Ellery Hanley. Hanley out to Steve Ella. Steve Ella back inside to David Stevenson. But once again Warrington managed to keep him out. But Wigan, when they throw this ball about, looking very dangerous. This time it's Nicky Kiss going himself. Once again Johnson in that tackle. This time it comes out left. Greg Dowling. Dowling out to Steve Ella. But Andy Gregory well in that tackle this time. With the assistance of Mark Knight, this is a 6th tackle. Pressure on this one now. Michael Full with the kick ahead. Goes more backwards, played back. Kick ahead. This time with Sean Edwards going for it, but it's well taken there by Tony Hodson. Bob Jackson to kick that one out. Saving job there from Bob Jackson. And Warrington are forced to drop out from their own, under their own sticks. Warrington 6, Wigan 10. And the kick up, drop out along the floor. Steve Hampson inside to Sean Edwards. Sean Edwards, but he's well tackled by Tony Hodson with the assistance of Kevin Tamata. This time it's Nicky Kiss once again going straight, but Tony Hodson tackles him well. Halfway between the 25 and halfway line now Wigan. This time it's Sean Wayne. But once again 3 Warrington players in the tackle. Nicky Kiss acting half-back this time, sends it left with Goodway. Goodway. But well tackled by Tamata. The assistance of Robertson Cullen. That's a signal, I think he was signalling 6 tackles there, the referee, but he's changed his mind as Ella sends it out to Ellery Hanley. But Hanley's well tackled. Once again, Tony Hodson had a good game. This time it's Ella. Ella with the kick ahead. This time it'll be Johnson taking it well. But he's well tackled. This time it'll be Mark Foster acting half-back. Foster, but doesn't make any ground. This time it's Bob Jackson. Jackson makes it over 25, clears the lines well. This time it's Kelly to Tamata. Tamata makes it to the 25. Played back to Andy Gregory. And once again the kick ahead. Steve Hampson takes it. This time gives it to Henderson Gill. Henderson Gill goes straight through the middle. Gill still going. Still Gill going. Sends it out to Ella. Carbert's after him. Great tackle by Carbert. Great tackle by Brian Carbert. A saving tackle on Steve Ella. Ella looked to have had the beating, but Brian Carbert made a great tackle on Steve Ella. And Warrington take this one kick with Andy Ken Kelly. Kelly's going through. Great run by Ken Kelly. Warrington on the attack, and Brian Carver's been injured in that great tackle on Steve Ella. Warrington now with Gregory. Gregory inside to Tom Gittins. Warrington now trying to throw this ball about. This time it'll be Gregory. Gregory going once more. Sends it out to Kelly, to Paul Cullen. His wingman's not there. He has to go himself. Ella and Hanley in the tackle. This time it's Ken Kelly acting half-back to Gregory. Gregory inside to Mark Roberts. High tackle there, but fair. Once again it'll be Gregory acting half-back. Sends it to Tommy Gittins. Tommy Gittins with the kick ahead. And once again Steve Hampson has it. Crosses the 25, but it is met by Kevin Tomarty. This time it's Hanley. Hanley, but loses ground. 3 Warrington plays in the tackle. This time Nicky Kiss once more to Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne takes Gregory and Kelly with him. This time it's Nicky Kiss. Once again Kelly in the tackle with the assistance of Mark Knight. This time it's Michael Ford, goes himself, spots a gap, is through. He's got, still going. Good tackle though by Johnson. Good tackle by Brian Johnson. This is a 6th tackle. Great by Ford. Wigan now on the attack. This time it's the kick ahead. Dangerous. He drops the ball and Warrington retrieve. And this time the referee is given a free kick to Wigan. Andy Gregory asking and is calling out a Warrington player. Looks like Paul Cullen. No. Phil Blake once more. And once again another free kick to Wigan. And David Stevenson will take this one to the right of the posts inside the Warrington 25. Warrington 6, Wigan 10. A chance now for David Stevenson to take the deficit to 12 points, to 6 points. Once again, lines his run up to the right of the posts. Right-footed. Right-footed. And it hits the post, the rebound. Bounces awkwardly for Warrington. And Mark Foster takes it well. Mark Foster still going. Well taken there by Mark Foster. Bounced awkwardly. So Warrington now will have to clear the lines. Tony Hodson. Played out to Jackson. Warrington need a break at the moment. This time it's Gregory with the kick ahead. And a free kick. Andy Gregory, obstructed as he tried to get through there, gives Warrington a free kick. Brian Carbett will be called over for this one. Still 4 points, just the difference. 1 try, 1 conversion from Warrington will take them into the lead. And that kick is a good one. Takes play inside of the Wigan half. Can they make something with possession this time? Hodson will take it. This time it's Kelly. Out to Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts still going. Gets the ball out to Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly shrugs one man off. Still going. Gets bricked. Another tackle. Finally brought down. find no way through there. Tony Hodgson once more acting half back to Gregory. Gregory inside. Warrington halfway between the 25 and halfway. This time it's Gregory looking for a gap. But his pass is finally picked up by Paul Cullen. This time it's Hodgson. Once again goes himself. Makes a few yards. This time it's Gregory acting halfback. Sends it left. Inside to Gittins. And Gittins loses the ball. Hodgson kicks ahead and Steve Hampson has it. Hampson goes forward, but Hodgson and Jackson in the tackle. This time it's Andy Goodway taking play for Wigan. As Wigan clearing the lines successfully at the moment, Nicky Kiss. Michael Ford acting halfback this time. And a free kick to Wigan. Wigan had the ball anyway, so I don't know why I just didn't play advantage as Steve Hampson puts it into touch. He puts them once more into the Warrington half. Halfway through the second half. Sean Wayne goes forward this time. But Andy Gregory well in the tackle. This time it'll be Dowling. Once again Andy Gregory in the tackle. Nicky Kiss sends it left to West, but Paul Cullen tackles him well this time. West to Kiss. Ford send it out to Ella. To Hanley on the run, but crunching tackle there. 4 Warrington players in the tackle. Once again it goes right. Greg Dowling over the 25. That's 5 tackles for Wigan. This is a 6. Played back to Ella. Ella once more with the kick ahead. Goes backwards though. Well taken by Cullen. It's out to Carbett. Carbett's going forward. Keeps the ball in. And the referee has stopped play. And gives a scrum down as Carbett and Gill and Hanley were all going for that ball. It's a scrum down just inside the Warrington 25. Michael Ford will feed it. Once again from the leisure centre side. Once again Wigan ball. Ella gets the gap. Michael Ford. Once again right to Greg Dowling. Dowling going forward. Well, Wigan inching closer to that Warrington line at the moment. Nicky Kiss once more. Sends it right. This time Sean Wayne. Once again it goes right with Hanley. Hanley being pushed back but breaking tackles. Finally tackled. Wigan now send it left this time. Greg Dowler going through, tries to get the ball out but lose the ball there. Wigan and Warrington retrieve. Tony Hodgson out to Kevin Tamati. And Tamati loses the ball. Picked up. And the referee gives a knock on. And ultimately as the ball went backwards, most of the Warrington fans in and around me. But the touch judge alleged that it was a knock on. And it's a scrum down with Wigan to feed from Michael Ford. And once again Wigan ball handled. There's a gap out to Ella. There's an overlap over there. David Stevenson cuts back inside. Stevenson going forward. Tackle about 5 yards from the Warrington line. Once again Warrington on the pressure of Wigan. This time it's handled, goes right. Pass out to Ella. Ella's finally tackled. Warrington having to sustain some Wigan play here. They've had to soak up tackle after tackle with almost Wigan possession. They're doing it up to now, but this time it's handled. Good tackle by Hodgson. Got to get the ball out to Ella. Ella's still going, finally brought down. This is a 6th tackle this time for Wigan. Will we see the bum once more? We'll go back to Michael Ford, will it? Yes. Mike Ford still going, gets it out to Graham West. West inside, but they drop the ball. Manages to get it through, and it's Warrington ball with Mark Foster. Mark Foster retrieves the ball there, puts Warrington in possession once more. As Warrington trying to clear the lines with Tom Gittins. Warrington struggling to get out to their own 25 once more. There's Boyd lining up on the touchline as Tony Hodgson comes forward this time. And it's played back to Brian Carpet, who once again kicks. This time it's a longer kick. Hampson has it, takes it well. Cuts across. And there's a chance here now for Wigan as they send it over on the right. Beats one man, still going. Good run by David Stevenson there. Great run. Wigan sending it left now. Warrington looking a bit ragged in defence. This time it's Hanley. Hanley looking for the break. Well tackled though. Mark Knight and Ken Kelly. Wants to get those left with Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne going forward. But Paul Cullen in the tackle with Tom Gittins. I think that was uncalled for. Totally uncalled for there from Tommy Gittins. And yes, had to be off there, Tommy Gittins. Nicky Kiss there, and Tommy Gittins having a tangle. And now he's sending somebody else off. Yes, he's sending Nicky Kiss off as well. Both are walking. Tackle, Tommy Gittins retaliated, and Nicky Kiss is sent off, and as that is happening, Warrington are making a substitution. Nicky Kiss being sent off. Once again, things started to boil over as Les Boyd returns. This time it's Kevin Tamati who's being substitution. So Kevin Tamati going off, and we see the appearance once more of Les Boyd. So that's two players sent off. Nicky Kiss and Tom Gittins, a little argument. As far as I saw it, Nicky Kiss is up to Gittins. Gittins retaliating, it's Warrington ball. Gregor goes blindside, Potter has him. And this time, Warrington have the ball. This time it's Mark Knight going forward. Makes it over the 25. Warrington still struggling to break the Wigan defence. It's swung out to Mark Roberts. Ken Kelly swings it out. This time it's Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen looking for a gap but can't find it. Plays cakes in mud out there as Kelly sends it out to Mark Knight. That's six. That's 5 tackles. This is the 6th tackle. It's played to Andy Gregory. Gregory with the kick ahead. Stopped by Henderson Gill. Gill goes forward. Beats one man. But finally tackled by Brian Carpet and Knight. Les Boyd goes in. And the tackle as they push him towards touch. And now there's a slap between Les Boyd. Les Boyd after just coming on his head tackle now with Henderson Gill. And there's fighting all over the place. Les Boyd after just coming back on, involved in a tangle with Henderson Gill. Henderson Gill being called across. And Henderson Gill looks like he'll be going into the referee's book, along with Phil Blake. And this game really boiling over. After seeing the dismissals of Kiss and Gittins, Boyd and Gill then having a tussle, and another free-for-all. Gill still being lectured to, and the free kick is going to be given to Warrington. Should it? He's calling over Les Boyd, and Les Boyd having a talking to from Lindop. Next time you'll be off, says referee Linda. Free kick to the wire. And this is all action stuff at the moment. Carver will put this one to touch. The crowd really getting into this game now as Warrington on the attack. It'll be Andy Gregory to take it. There'll be some hard tackling going in now. This time it's Les Boyd going through over 25. This time and there's 4 players in the tackle. Into the wing in 25. This time it's out to Kelly. Kelly inside. Still trying to get through but can't. This time it's Andy Gregory. Andy Gregory sends it left. Inside comes Tony Hodgson. Hodgson still going. Breaks one tackle. Just can't get away from the Graham West who had all of his boots. This time it goes left once more with Gregory. Run around with Kelly. Kelly still going. Takes 2 men with him. Once again it goes right. This time it's Gregory. Shrugs off 1 man. Gregory still going to Boyd. Inside to Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson's going for the corner. What a try! Brian Johnson, great try. Beautifully made once more by the master tactician Andy Gregory. Beautifully made. Andy Gregory once more, the master tactician, sent it out and at the pace. And Brian Johnson sends him in the corner. And that is a great try by Brian Carver, by Brian Johnson, and it'll be up to Brian Carver now to try and convert it. And the main stand giving the wire a great round of applause now. The great try from Brian Johnson, an Australian fullback. After all that Wigan pressure, they had all the pressure on the Wigan line, on the Warrington line, but they couldn't turn all that pressure into points, and Warrington a try from Brian Johnson in the corner. So it's Brian Carver to try and take Warrington into the lead. The score at the moment is 10 points each. There's about 10 minutes to go. Could be a very important kick. Right footed, taking his time. But he's coming back in. But goes to the left of the post. So what's the last 10 minutes in prospect? Warrington 10, Wigan 10. The crowd getting behind both the wire and the Wigan. This is a great local derby. Both sets of supporters now trying to raise the team. Wire 10, Wigan 10. As Wigan restart once more, it's a long kick. Andy Gregory will take this one, stops it with his leg. Picks it up, gives it to Carver. Carver goes across field. Shrugs, beats 1 man, finally brought down. Ian Potter in the tackle. Hodgson goes blindside once more. Makes a couple of yards. This time it's Les Boyd going forward, shrugs off 1 man, gives it out to Gregory. Gregory looking for a break. This time it's Mark Roberts. Roberts cuts inside. This time it's Mark Knight going for a break. It's through. Great run there from Mark Knight, looking for support. Good run there by the substitute Mark Knight. That's fine. This is a 6th tackle given now. This time it's Kelly. Kelly with the kick ahead. It's the race. Mark Foster's coming over for it. Steve Hampton takes it well though. Mark Foster on the tackle. And now we've got just over there, a free kick to Wigan. Mark Foster going in on Steve Hampton as he took that ball, so Wigan will be able to release some pressure. And Hampton puts it into touch. The next score could be decisive. And a break there, just couldn't keep his length. This time it was Sean Edwards, active half-back, sends it left. This time it's Dowling going forward over the halfway line. Good tackling though from Warrington. This game could go either way now as Wigan sends it out left. This time it's Andy Goodway. But Goodway's well tackled though by Mark Roberts. Being called into the first team and doing his job well. There's the kick for touch. Johnson takes it well for Warrington. Johnson comes forward. Still Johnson going over the 25. Good run by Brian Johnson. Andy Gregory this time acting half-back. Goes left. Still going. Finally tackled by Graham West. This time it's Les Boyd. Boyd looking for a gap, shrugs off Handler. Still going. Great run from Les Boyd. This time it's Kelly. Kelly to Gregory. This time it's into Roberts. Warrington now again to swing the ball out. This time it's Kelly. Kelly out to Gregory. Gregory still going. Nobody challenging him back inside for Phil Blake. Not seeing much of Phil Blake in this second half. Play to Kelly. Kelly with the kick ahead. Matt Foster's after it. It bounces nice. Matt Foster's away, but the referee gives a free kick. As far as I'm concerned, that was a bad decision. Matt Foster waited for the kick. Matt Foster just waited for the kick there. I don't think how he could have been offside, but the referee Lindorf adjudged that he was. And once again, Wigan are let off. Wigan then coming forward. Warrington spent most of the second half defending well. Sending it left once more, run around move, played inside to Goodway, obstruction, free kick to Warrington. And then Warrington supporters going absolutely wild around me, he's wanting to get a free kick. There's a few minutes left as I make it on the clock. He's got to, I think, go for goal, and he is. This could be a match-winning kick if Brian Carver can put this one through the uprights. Just a few minutes left, and Brian Carver has the chance to take Warrington into the lead. It's been a hard match. And now Brian Carbett, just inside his own half. It would be a great kick if he could do it. No doubt, some of us can't look as he comes up right-footed. It looks a good one, it looks a great one. It's just to the right of the posts. Well, it's Gill now coming forward, and Henderson Gill's got a break. But once again, Andy Gregory's in the tackle. Once again, Andy Gregory well in that tackle there on Henderson Gill. This time it's Hanley. Hanley going across field, outside. And looking at the attack now with Ella. Ella sends it inside. Good run by Stevenson, plays it out to Hanley. Warrington once again having to defend. As Wigan come on the attack now. The next score, there's minutes remaining. Wigan coming forward, there's a gap here for Goodway. Goodway out to Gill. Gill coming forward. Jinks inside, probably tackled by Jackson. Sean Wayne this time. Once again to Ford, sees a gap inside to Dowling, loses the ball. And he gives a scrum down. Surely that ball must have hit a Wigan man. But referee Lindorf says he was offside, he gives a scrum down. Into the last minutes remain, and it's a Wigan ball. Out, but a free kick. Free kick to Wigan. Hanley thought he was through. Differential. Take it quickly, and no offside once again against Warrington. And now David Stevenson has the chance to go for goal. So David Stevenson, I make it when time added on. And David Stevenson has the chance to win the game for Wigan. Once again, the match is going to the last seconds of the match. Should be an easy kick, this one. Should have no trouble at all. David Stevenson. Comparatively easy. Right footed. David Stevenson kicks a goal as Wigan make a substitution. Phil Scott He's replacing Gill, who's injured. As Warrington restart. Bounces awkwardly, we can retrieve it. Pushing back. This time it's Ellery Hanley. Goes right. Still going. Makes it over 25, gets it out to Dowling. But Warrington still tackling. And still going now, Wigan. That was Ian Potter. This time it goes left. This time it's Ellery Hanley. Hanley thinking about kicking, cuts back inside. Warrington looking tight as Hanley looks for a gap. Brought down. Gets it out to Steve Eller. And there's the hooter. Once again, Warrington give their all. And once again, it's a David Stevenson kick in the last minute of the match that steals the game. The final score, Warrington 10, Wigan 12. Both teams once again giving 100% and a fantastic New Year's derby.